Some people by having a game with us. So if you guys are keen, I'd like to get up and set it up. Yes, you can. Yeah. So insurance should be covered. Okay, a couple things, you guys. Pardon me. I asked them for that. If we get the girls up, yes. And we have a couple girls sitting at this table that want to play. I'm not just talking about Smitty. But okay. Okay. Listen, couple things here. Again, going back for history, for those that haven't been here and this is your first year. Number one, welcome to the club, welcome to the family. Like a family, we have good times and we have bad times. We have tempers. You know, it doesn't always work, but in the long run, we always stick up for one another. That's all that matters. I've been coaching gridiron since 1987. Thank you, King. Again, Luke, I think I'm moving you up linebacker, and King, you make a beautiful center, man. Beautiful center. All right, so listen, I've been, and I haven't been a cop all my life, and with a dad that's military all his life. I'm very, very structured, and I really believe in a couple of things. I believe in integrity, which I think all of you guys have, and this club definitely has. I believe in family. That's not necessarily blood, but as it is, all of you guys out here. You guys are what keep me going. You know, you've been here for me through hard and through good times and bad times, and I look forward to you guys coming back and being part of the family and keeping that going during the year. I believe in dedication. I believe in tradition. These are all things that are very important to me. And I believe in playing fair, but playing hard, and playing with all heart. So, in all honesty, you guys, again, my hat is off to you because you guys all here have heart. You guys all believe in the same traditions that I do, and the same values that I do, and that's what makes this team work so well. So, in all honesty, you know, I didn't like looking up here and seeing the scores as we were going, but the point is once we start winning, we're going to continue winning. And we'll continue that spree for several years, I guarantee you that. It's like NFL teams that were real big in the 80s and haven't done anything this year, are coming back, or last year came back, and they're back on the winning spree. This is us. We're building up our foundation, we're building up our family, we're building trust in one another to where we're put our bodies on the line for one another. And we've done that several times this year. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. Tonight, it makes me really proud to see you guys wearing suits or dressed nicely. The reason why is this night is not really as much as it is for you and me as it is for our loved ones here that allow us to play. So it's really paying them back. So they get to wear a dress. Maybe next year we get a dance floor up and actually do some dancing afterwards. I really wanted to do something where the family could come, or the wives at least, and come here and celebrate the fact that you guys let your partners go off and play 3 nights a week, or 2 nights a week, and a Saturday. Sometimes barbecues on Sundays, and you know, it took a lot for you guys to do that. I know that, and I know that every now and then our partners get a little bit irritated with us, but they put up with us. So everyone stand up, look at your partner, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Okay. So now we get to the hard part, the fun part. We have a couple things to talk about. First and foremost, I'm going to say that I've got some bad news for you all, and it's I'm still trying to find a way for it not to happen, but I don't think I'm going to win. Our lovely Kat, who has been with us since almost the very beginning and is out there for us every week, has gotten a job in Queensland and will be leaving us soon. So, pardon me. Oh, don't tell Kat. So, we do have something special for Kat, but we're waiting for juniors, so we can, the juniors into season, so, or not into season, but President, so we can kind of capture it all and get more people there. We'll let you guys know when there's a barbecue after the game, guys. So if you can show up, look at the club wouldn't be the same, and is going to be missing a really, really important family member that. You know, Kat was just, she originally came out, she was being paid to come out, and that lasted all of about 2 weeks, and she found the love for this team and the love for the sport, and just started showing up and staying all day, which she didn't get paid for, guys. So a lot of the stuff that she does for us, she does out of the fact that she loves each and every one of you and loves the sport, but more more importantly, loves the team and the family. So if you guys get a chance to give her a hug before she leaves, we are going to miss her, and we'll have to go out for drinks one last time with her a little bit later on. So, Kat, we're going to miss you. Hey, don't be mean to her. I discovered when I sit next to her that as she's sitting down, her feet don't touch the floor. So that's pretty sad, guys. Pardon me? Yeah, thank you. Wow, we are going to miss you, Spook. Okay, let's get on with the presentation. So, I'll wait and see what we got here. We got some new trophies this year because we want to do something new, and Paula said, yeah, we can't give out the same one. So this is a helmet football with stars for Dallas Cowboy fans. So this year we went O&D line for most valuable player. In this case, so, again, these things are voted on. Paula got her own spreadsheet out, believe it or not. I saw it about 18,000 times, and was all excited when the numbers got closer and closer, and we're getting close. But look, this was for most valuable player on the D line for 2015, and I have to say that this trophy is going to the right person this year. This is a person that started last year for the first time. Didn't know a lot about football. Came out here to give it a go, see what he could do. So always thinks a guy. So see what he could do. Steph, I'm sorry. And look, he gave his heart out, but he had to learn a few things. A couple things he had to learn is not to let people piss him off, because then he sits there and plays patty cake with them, and while the play's going by. Got knocked on his ass a few times. Excuse me, on his bottom a few times. Just because people got lower than him, and it was his first year. This year he came back, and I thought it was his twin brother, if he has one. Really, the aggression was it was controlled aggression, which is what I teach. We don't lose it. As soon as we lose it, we lose the game. If we go out there and we use that aggression to our best benefit, that's how we win. And look, it was a different person on the field. I have to say, and this person, without him being there, you could see a difference in the game. And he held the team together, and he made the team stronger, made the D stronger, and I'm telling you, I'm extremely proud to be handing out this trophy, and it's to Gavin.
What up, Gav?
Thank you. And Bacon is the pretty one in the dress that normally stands up here. Okay. Are you done now, Manny? Happy to do push-ups. Sure, our partners are. You don't believe me? We have done them before. Okay, this is another one that I've got to say. I'm really happy to give now. Remember I said that Paula had a sheet out and she was counting boats and this and that, and as it got close and went above, she got all excited, but coming and telling me, I do the typical thing that guys do. Yeah, I was watching TV on, yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, that's close. I'm excited. And I was, honey. I really was. But this is really interesting because for the MVP on the D line, Gavin actually tied with someone. And it's the first, I think it's the first year in Wildcat history that we actually had a tie for a position. And since I didn't want to make that decision, we went ahead and decided that we would honor the 2 players that everyone really thought deserved it. This is a new player to the team. He's a little bit shy. He's been very shy pretty much throughout the year. However, he's another one that, between Gavin and him, man, when they were both on, beware, I don't care what team was out there, if these 2 guys were hunting you down, better run. It's scary to see these 2 guys coming at you. This person, like I said, had a lot of aggression on the field and did really well with it. I don't think I saw him lose it that I can think of in any of the games, but he really started out from his very first game through his last game, giving us 110% and throwing his body out there on the field. And really deserves this trophy as well. And again, I have to say this person's very shy. Recently I decided I've got a new nickname for him, it's Chopper. But I like, and this person kept telling me that, oh coach, I know I'm gonna get all the trophies. I went, yeah, no one likes you, why the hell would you? But I have to say, Matt, you deserve it, brother, come on up. Because you both have that birth defect with your fingers. I'm not quite understanding that. Okay. Once again, MVP, this is O-line. I'll tell you a story because everyone knows I like to tell stories, normally during push-ups, but I'll tell you one. I watched Hans Christian Andersen too many times when I was a kid, so I like giving some analogies and stories. This person's been with me forever, and in all honesty, without him, the team would surely suffer a bit, just for the fact of his knowledge, his personality, his attitude on the field. Again, it exudes everything that I believe our team should have. And again, I've coached since '87, and I've coached a lot of winning teams that know their team could touch. I've not had as much fun and felt this close to anyone as I have since I started the Wildcat team. I have to tell you, this person was there in the beginning. Again, I can put him in any position. He's a force to be reckoned with. Normally, he puts someone in the hospital at least once a year. I don't think that happened this year, so we need to work on that. But listen, guys, in all honesty, this person, as you all know who it is, just an amazing player. I'm happy to have him as a Wildcat. I'm happy to have him as a friend, and hopefully they play with us and coach with us for years and years and years to come, and their kids do as well. Andrew Butters. Butters and me. Or bacon.
Bacon, can you actually read them without your glasses?
Yeah, sort of.
Don't ask him, I'm having problems with it. It's the lighting. It really is. It's the lighting.
Sure.
You want this one? Okay. MVP of the offense. Looking again, this person's been with the club for a long time, started as a junior. Pretty much everyone's going to know who it is anyways. Been instrumental in regards to the growth of this team, in regards to displaying and again exuding the right values on the field, playing aggressive on the field. Because remember, we play aggressive, never playing dirty. And again, a force to be reckoned with on the field, and when he's gone, we notice it. The only thing negative I have to say about this person is that I wish his brother was playing with us as well. Because with the two of them, people were afraid. People were seriously afraid. But look, I cannot.
Get up now.
I cannot say enough about this person. He's, in all honesty, like all of you, he's like a son to me. He gives 150% out there on the field. He sees someone wanting to hit him, and he drops down and gives them a hit and lets them know. Normally mows them over and hits about 3 more people. Goes another 12 yards, but that's what makes him such a great player and a great person on this team. So this person deserves it as well. Oh, do I have to say your name? Twin, come on up. Okay. A little bit of a different trophy, so it means a little bit more. Again, these trophies were picked out by, I think, Steph and Paula, correct?
What?
No?
Sorry, I'm like having a conversation here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
We can wait till you're done if you like. All right, well, I know for a fact that Paul went through these things and looked and wanted to do something
Hey,
special.
I did too.
You gonna make her do push-ups?
I love you.
Next year, blonde. Okay. Okay. Can I get on with this? Because I write all this stuff down. I read it for days just so I know what I'm going to say. Right? Because you know how shy I am. And by the way, that was a joke about Matt being shy. Just
No way.
okay. Look at this team cannot do what it does or be what it is without people that help out. And throughout the years, we've had a lot of people step up. Some of them step up and were quickly inundated with all kinds of work, and it scared them off, and they've left. A lot of people meant well, but it's the very few that actually stick with the team, stick with their commitment to the team, that makes this team go. And they're, to tell you the truth, they're quite an inspiration. And you look at people like this person, and you go, man, this person's gonna grow up to be quite a man for his dedication, sticking to his values and sticking to his commitments and promises. We couldn't have done it this year without somebody being lickety quick on the spot when we needed water or a break, and it was hotter than hell. At one point, we tried to use a substitute. John, I'm sorry, you're just hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Try to use a substitute, and I think the quote of the year that Paula came up to me, and that was when she said that this person walked up to her and went, he's hopeless, or he's a terrible water boy? Oh, he can't run water. This guy can't run water. But listen, without people like this, and this is a person that wants to play, couldn't play this year because of his age. So instead, he came to our practices after doing other things. He showed up at our games. He showed up at just about every function we had. This is the type of person we need on the team. This is the growth and the future of the Wildcats in the future. Cameron? Hey, can you go get us horse and buggy? Okay. Unfortunately, this person's not here tonight. So, yeah, but you know, we're still going to honor him because this person also played as a junior. Came back and played again. Also played. His brother also played for me. Was an outstanding player as a junior, and I think you guys will all agree has been an outstanding player as a senior. I'll go ahead and say who it is because he's not here, and that's Hinchy. So MVP for defense. So, look, you guys, I'll say more maybe if it makes it for barbecue. Again, one hell of a player, guys. We probably had the most aggressive D we've had in years out there this year. That's what we really needed. And he was, again, one of those that brought the team together. Everyone played so well, it's hard to do this, but that's for Tommy. Itchy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can go ahead too. Okay. Every year, I started this when I started the club. So the club was founded in 2009. And, we always give out these trophies, but I didn't necessarily always agree. I shouldn't say always agree. There's always something that I felt I missed out on, or I wanted to do something special for. And a few people in the room have gotten this in the past, but this is the Coaches Award. And the Coaches Award is the award that I look at, where I look at a player and look at the progression they've made since the day they started with us to the year that I give them this award. Look at the values again, and I keep talking about values, guys. It means a lot to me. It really does. American football's changed quite a bit. It used to be like rugby was here, where guys would do stupid things. I used to be best mates with the kids of the lawyer for the Rams, LA Rams. So I went to their end of season party every year, and at 8 o'clock at night he brought us in the house because we were like 11 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, and that's when you hear the hoot and the hollering and, unclad girls running around, people jumping off of the roof into the pool. It was kind of like rugby is now, which you ended up having a lot of issues and problems, and they cleaned up their act, and part of that really goes with getting good grades in school. And just exuding again the right values on the field. This person came to me, and actually his wife, and I know you guys play him out, but his wife came to me. She worked with me and just saw my love for football and the way I talked about it. Saw a couple of our games where we played against them, and he played for the Firebirds. And he had a coach that anytime he'd make a mistake, even though it was the first time in that position, would pull him off the field, make him do push-ups, and put him in another thing, yell and scream at him. So he's going to quit football. And his wife said, just give Lud a try, go over to Lud's team. So he came over to the Wildcats, and about 4 years ago now, John? Is it?
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 seasons now. And he came over, and he really had only played one year, but he played a bunch of different positions, and never got a chance to learn because sometimes we have coaches that are very old-fashioned, and this coach was very old-fashioned, just didn't give him the opportunity. And I've seen this guy grow as a person, as a man, as a player, and as a Wildcat throughout the years. So obviously I'm talking about Carlos Amstein's. He's done a really good job, and I can put him anywhere now and feel comfortable that he's going to do a good job for me. So the Coaches Award this year is going to Carlos. Yeah, it's over now. Oh. Okay. Next award is for Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year is given to, and again, all the coaches have a vote on this. We all look at it, look at the game tape, look at how well they do on the field, how they go from the first day that they're at practice to the very last game when the whistle blows. It can't go to any returning players, it has to go to a brand new player. It's voted on, and again, we're looking for people that have really come a long way in their growth, from not really understanding or knowing the game to making a difference. And again, it pleases me to say, on one hand it pleases me to say, on the other hand, he's whined a bit for the last 2 weeks about getting trophies, so I hate to do it, but he actually deserved it. So Matt, come on up here.
Yeah, more photos. What up, Ruby?
Oh, you didn't get it? Still looks like you get it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, another one of the cool guy standing with the football in one hand and the helmet in the other. It's kind of how he plays. Helmet off and will hit anybody. It's for the team MVP. And again, this is what you guys vote on. This is what you guys gave us your votes on, correct? From everyone. And it was pretty much unanimous by landslide on this one. Look, again, as someone else I consider to be a son, but again, I consider all of you to be that, has been around with the team. I've never seen this person say a nasty thing. I've never seen this person have a bad day. This person's always very, very positive, always fun to be around, has the greatest attitude in the world, knows the game, makes a difference in the game, leads the team, whether or not he's a captain or whether or not he's been asked to be a leader, he's a natural leader. And without him there, again, it makes a big difference. And you're seeing a theme here. This person will get the ball and have this side of the room, or this side of the field empty, and have 11 players on this side of the field, and he runs straight for the 11 players because he wants to hit someone. Greatest guy in the world, exactly what I want for the Wildcats. And I think gives us a good name and keeps everyone happy, keeps everyone going. Josh, come on up here, man. Okay, another thing you guys voted for this year, Clubman Award. I'm sorry, Connor, what was that? I heard a squeaky voice. One day they're dropped and you'll talk like a man. Sorry. I had to. You're in my sights, the Windage was right, I had the green light, had to take the shot. Okay, Clubman Award. Clubman Award doesn't necessarily have to go to a player, it can. It can go to someone that's assisting, it can go, I don't think it's ever gone to a coach that I can think of, but it just goes to someone again that, and you're going to hear the theme here. The theme is that people that are dedicated to this team is their family. They put the team first. They spend a lot of time here. They may play, they may not. But when we raise our hand and say we need help here, this person is always there. And that's what the Clubman Award is. Exudes again those values of the club. You know, all gave some gave all. This person's one of those that gives all. Most recently, we unfortunately lost a team manager and an equipment manager due to they had to move on in their lives, and we were kind of stuck with no one to do equipment. And this person stood up and said, "I'll do it," not knowing what he's getting himself into. And I said, "Yeah, it's easy, mate. It's easy. Don't worry." But he stood up and look, he's at every event. He actually gets on the field and plays until he gets hurt, but then he goes back out and plays until he gets hurt, and he goes back out and plays until he gets hurt. It's a vicious cycle. I've gotten to the point now where his wife tells me, I'll call and say, "We're taking Tim to the hospital." And she goes, "Yeah, so." So Tim, come on up here, man. You deserve it. Hey, get over here. Limp over this way. Hey, okay.
It's an insurance scam, Insurance
If there were kids in the room, I'd say something.
He wants free help.
I'll go free health kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Non-Wildcats.
So, not trying to take away from it, this year was another one, so we have another Clubman Award, because that little calculator of Paula's was just smoking, and there was no tiebreaker. At the 12th hour, it zinged over to a tie, and both of them are very well deserving on this. Everything I said for Tim, I mean for this other person. This person came to the club a couple years ago, and and again, devoted herself to the club first, and has never looked back since that I'm aware of. They came to play. We had a team. At the last minute, the team fell through. So this person continued on and practiced with the guys. So obviously it's a girl. Practiced with the guys, helped wherever she could, came to all the functions, brought her lovely kids, introduced her somewhat psycho partner to the team who had a brilliant season this year. Lost a lot of weight. We won't go any further on that one though, correct?
No, we won't.
Can I tell the story, please?
No.
Sorry, just tell it.
Okay. I got to tell the story, guys. This is, I'll tell the story. I'll duck, and this person and Tim will run. So I saw him at practice on Wednesday night. I looked at him and said, Tim, I'm really pleased to see, man, you bulked up and you lost weight. You lost weight and you're putting some muscle on. I said, but you really lost weight. He says, yeah, I know. It went all to Stephanie. So I'm repeating that because I'm far enough away where I still got a back door to run out. Look, I cannot say enough for Stephanie, and I agree that I think that both are extremely deserving of this one.
It's not true.
I was there. Anyhow,
We got originated the other day.
anyways, look at Stephanie. Stephanie again for the team manager spot. Stood up, said, I'll do it. She's also coaching. Stood up to coach. Shows up at all our functions. Gets everyone going. Has worked very closely with Paula to help out on whenever it's needed. Dedicate a lot of time to this club, even though we didn't have a women's team. Once again, this year we started out. Just for the ladies in the room that want to play, you're not allowed to get pregnant during season. Okay? No marriages, no babies during season, please.
I'll break through those rules.
Yeah, I know, but you played. I don't know how you did it, but you managed to play still.
Because she
Anyway,
had penis.
Wow, definitely. Anyhow, look, it all said, Steph, you've been fantastic, and without your help, we would have struggled this year. So it's really good to have people such as you and Tim. So come on up.
Tim, why do you think it's regarded? Get him, Steph.
What? 2 years in a row, boy?
Wow. Single white team members?
You gotta be a color in.
Hey, look, everyone keeps going running.
So there's two things that we're not doing presentations on. One is again, tear in my eye, frog in my throat. One is we're not saying goodbye to Cats quite yet. I'm going to extend this as long as I can. End of season trip, barbecue. Maybe the start of the season walk would be a beautiful time to present her with something really nice next year. I do know her boss's name because he called me for a reference, and I think that was one of the days I took an end-dome because I went ahead and gave her a great reference, even though I knew I'd be losing her. So we'll take care of that. There's one other thing, one other tradition that we have here, and we really haven't quite defined it yet, and we need to work on that this year. But when I came out here, and when I knew I was moving out here, I knew I wanted to start my own team. So thus the Wildcats. So I coached, we come out for 3 months, get them to grand finals, and pretty much leave at grand finals because I had to get back to police work and be shot at. I kind of miss that every now and then, but anyhow. No, I had to get back to police work, so they tell me about how the game went in the grand finals, and I always missed it. When I came back, they elected me as their head coach. And I told them then, this is the Tornadoes, told them then that I'd start my own team and leave it, not because I didn't care about them, because they're a great group of guys, and I still have a lot of friends from that, but because I could see that we needed a team and I wanted to have my own team. So I started it, there were a few people that started it with me. There was a slight fee, I think it was $500, can't quite remember. 300, thank you, $300, there you go. That's interest. Now it'll be 500, so. Anyhow, so we're the foundation members. And I don't want to give these out every year, these awards, but what I want to do is I want to give them out, and we have to look at, I want to give them out to the right people at the right time. So eventually all the foundation members, who I think are foundation members anyways, this is the lifetime membership. This person we didn't get anything for because we've ordered a batch of junior stuff and senior stuff, and it's coming with the junior stuff. So we'll have to get it to them later. But you know, in my vision, there were a handful of people that stood up and said, we want to travel down this this road with you, and we want to live your vision and help you with it. And you know, Spook was one. Daniel, you were there first year. It was myself, it was Catherine, it was Adrian, Julie. Do you guys remember Superman? Anyone here remember Superman? Yeah. Yeah, Dave, Stinky Dave. Yeah, Stinky Dave was one of our quarterbacks. Yeah, look, you got that name. He worked every day out. He was a tradie, and he'd come to practice, and yeah, he was a great guy. So that was it. That was the ones that had this vision and wanted to start it. And with this vision, a couple of people followed me over. And again, it was Daniel, it was Spook that came over from other teams. And in the first year, we decided we'd do it the right way by following the rules, because everyone here knows me, I follow the rules. And if there are rules, I am going to follow them, whether we're the only team doing it or not, doesn't really matter. The rules out there, and we're going to do it the right way. And that was going to start a junior team first. Thus our Hinshies and our Tommies and the Twins. There are a lot of people that came up and played juniors with us. So we started this team. So anyhow, basically what I want to do is I want to sit there and make lifetime members. Again, your foundation members, but still just recognize people for what they've done. It's not going to be for 1 or 2 years or 3 years. It's normally going to be for a length of time and a lot of dedication and a lot of heart, and come along on this journey with all of us of making us a winning team, and a team that everyone looks up to and aspires to come play for. And I'll tell you right now, I get a lot of calls, believe it or not, and I see people. We were just at the Hyperdome last week after the game, and I forgot what team it was, but 3 guys from the other team walked up, and I didn't recognize them. I'm walking along with Sarah and Mark and Paula, and all 3 of them went, "Coach Lutz, how are you?" And all came over and gave me a hug from another team. And that means a lot to me. That tells us that you know, people see us and they do respect us. I get a lot of coaches and a lot of players saying, you know, "Coach, we'd love to come play for you," or "We really like your team because you guys always give heart, and you're probably our hardest team out there to play, and we know that one day you're going to be walking all over us." And every year we get players from other teams because of that. We've already had a couple of people. Every year people say they want to come. I wait until the following year. We'll see what happens. But it's all because of this journey that I had, and this journey that you guys are now on with me, helping me to make this, you know, become a dream. So, like I said, once a year probably, I like to get someone. Otherwise, it doesn't mean much. But for this year, Spook, you'll get your trophy. Now, Spook said he's retiring, so this is the reason why I jumped on it this year, is because he's been a lot to the club, he's been a lot to the club, he's been a lot to me. And hopefully he'll help coach and help out where he can. Hopefully next year when season starts, he's going to go, "Oh, damn, I still want to play." He's going to come back and play. First retirement, like Muhammad Ali. So.
What about the start of the season?
Second weekend of May.
When does
So,
it
you know,
start?
first weekend in May.
Well, actually, the first weekend of May is the team walk. Second weekend in May is the start of the season. Paula's gotten to the fields Paula stepped up because ACTG forgot to book the last couple weeks of juniors. So Paul and Pete Lilly and I stood up, but it's basically Paul and Pete's involvement as well. But we've not only managed to get the last 2 weeks at Griffith, because otherwise it wasn't booked, because of Paula, but she's also arranged because ACTG forgot to go for the field allocation last year, and 3 teams lost their fields. And they didn't, it's next week, is it? or the 8th, and they weren't set to go on that, so we've taken over now, and Paul has gotten all the coaches to give them the dates and has registered the team. So again, like I said, you know, it's not only helping the Wildcats, it's helping the league, and I'm a firm believer that we help out the league. One thing I do want to do, and again, it will be done more at juniors, but I want to recognize the fact that that Bacon and Stephanie took the juniors, first year, guys that never played before, worked with them, rain, snow, almost, heat, sleet at least, late nights, brought them up, and today they won 16-12. Their first time. So everyone will stand up and give Bacon and Stephanie a round of applause, please.